Warning: the following content may contain some foul language and is intended for an adult audience. None of the claims made in this program are made to reflect the opinions of medical professionals. Jarvis Leatherby is not a physician, nutritionist, licensed psychologist, or anything similar. He is, in fact, a high school dropout and a heavy metal musician. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. Hello and welcome to the Metal Monday Motivational. This is the weekly video series with the sole mission to uplift, motivate, and elevate my heavy metal brothers and sisters all over the globe. I'm your host, Jarvis Leatherby, from the heavy metal juggernaut Night Demon. Thanks again for joining me this week. Guys, this week we're talking about yoga, okay? We all know that we need to stretch our bodies, but yoga is really the best way. In many ways, I believe it's the best way to do that. Sometimes we do normal stretching and we overstretch and we can actually hurt ourselves like this. So anyway, I came to my local gym today, the Ventura YMCA. We've done a lot of charitable work for these guys through the Metal Cares Foundation, which Night Demon has formed for things like this, and they've also helped us out in return in many ways. So as you can see behind me, there's a yoga class going on. I actually came to this class this morning, but I forgot my fucking mat. And in these COVID times, of course, you know, they're not gonna let me use anything here at the facility for danger that I might get sick. But I'm keeping my body as healthy as I can so that doesn't happen no matter what, right? Anyway, I'm trying not to be too loud. I don't want to disturb here, but as you can see behind me, a lot of stuff going on here. Outdoor court, that's another cool thing about these gyms, that they're doing what they can to be open during this pandemic. So people have to work out outside. You can see there is, well, I don't know if you can see it here. I don't want to be too invasive, but there's 100% women out there. And why is that? Because women are smart and guys are stupid. Because there should be many more men out there doing this. But of course, men think that yoga is for women, and that's just not fucking true. So we're gonna talk more about this. You know, my goal here, again, you'll notice a recurring theme in this video series. Sorry, I tripped over my words. It's about getting comfortable being uncomfortable and pushing the boundaries of your own life to grow and discover who we really are as people. And there was nothing more embarrassing than walking in there this morning with no yoga mat and looking like I do with all these women and setting up a tripod like I was gonna film the thing. You know, I mean, I was really nervous coming in here to do that, but that's just kind of how I knew that I needed to do it. And look what happened. I didn't get into class anyway, and I'm still filming it. I still need to bring this message to you guys. Okay, so let's go do some more. All right, let's talk about yoga for a little bit, okay? You don't need to see me do it. I'm by no means an expert. I've been doing it consistently for about a year and infrequently for about a decade. But really, consistency is the key with this kind of stuff. It's just like, you know, use it or lose it kind of mentality, right? Anyway, science, guys, has come out and proven a lot of benefits by doing yoga for men and women across the board. Better brain health, better sleep, alleviating chronic lower back pain. I mean, I know this was a big thing for me. Back in my crazy days, I got into a fight with the bouncer at Punk Rock Bowling. I tried to get on the stage and he refused to let me, and I refused to stop fighting for, I don't know, a good 2 songs. Anyway, you know, that fucked me up. That fucked up my lower back for years, and I had bad pain in my right lower back. And, you know, most people would go and get surgery in a situation like that, and I just wanted to rehab it myself. And without the yoga and the stretching, I guarantee things just would have got progressively worse, especially with how active I am on stage and off the stage these days. But I can say that without it, I mean, it would be a whole different ballgame for me. And there's been times where, you know, I haven't done yoga for a week, and I start feeling that again. So it's definitely a good thing for prevention and, for correctives. I see a lot of people in the gym always working on correctives, trying to fix things about themselves. And that's the right way to do it. Is we got to try and do this ourselves. We got to, before we take any kind of drugs or go to the doctor. And again, I'm not a medical professional, so I'm not saying don't go to your doctor. I've never said that, okay? But get a second opinion on something. Try something yourself, okay? This is our body is our body. We have one, it's all we have. We have to listen to our bodies, and we need to self-diagnose things without getting paranoid, without going on fucking WebMD and thinking you have symptoms of whatever virus is going around or cancer or anything like that, okay? We just listen to ourselves internally and just try things out, okay, guys? Many things with science have come out with these yoga studies. Just better overall mood enhancement. It's just like, who would have thought, just like these kinds of body movements would fight depression. We already know that once we get our endorphins, our body releases in certain endorphins with physical exercise, mainly with cardiovascular exercise, you get that. But actually, believe it or not, with yoga, there's a lot of toxins that store in our body, and we store a lot of tension in a lot of areas. And regular practice with this and these kind of yoga stretches, I mean, really, they can alleviate all of those symptoms. And it's good to get out of your head for a little bit and just try and do something physically. The cool thing about yoga is anybody at any age can do it as a beginner with really no issues. And you just, you get better and better each day. So there's tons of stuff out there on YouTube. There's probably a yoga studio around the corner from everybody's house. Nowadays, it's such a widespread practice. So you can do it for free. You can ask a friend. I guarantee somebody knows somebody that's done it. So we don't need to see me do it today. I want to keep this video brief so you guys can just go ahead and get to it. But we got something really cool coming up, so we're going to go somewhere on another location right now. We are here at Mr. Leatherby's home gym. This is my dad right here. This is his domain. This is his kingdom. Dad, how long have you been lifting weights, would you say?
Probably about 20 years.
20 years, okay.
Yeah.
And in that time, mainly you're doing strength training, right? You're doing some cardio stuff, right? Playing tennis, riding bikes, running. This kind of stuff was a part of that, right?
Right.
But any kind of stretching or anything like that?
No, I didn't do much stretching. It kind of led to some problems, like some knee problems and lower back problems. So recently, about a year ago, you turned me on to DDPY yoga.
Yeah, the DDPY, the DDP yoga.
And I started that. I couldn't do much at all with that, but kept doing little by little and getting a lot more flexible now and feeling a lot better. So working that stretching into my routine every day.
What you had a foot surgery. How long ago was that?
Well, that was a few years ago. I had a knee surgery probably a couple of years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you feel that these surgeries were that they maybe could have been avoided or the problems could have been prevented with doing this stuff or not?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I wish I had started stretching and doing yoga a long time ago. Tried going to a couple classes and I couldn't do it. I just dropped out and thought just all I need is to lift weights, but turns out I really needed the other. So
Right. Yeah, it's funny because so you're 65 years old now. Okay?
66.
66. Oh man. See, I didn't forget. Sorry, Dad.
Yeah.
But 66 years old. He's in great shape. But again, the flexibility issues and the other strength issues are a big deal. Especially you guys when you're getting older. You always hear about people, they fall down and die. Like, what the hell is that? They fall down and they die. And it's like, what do you mean? What happened? Did they fall down 20 stairs and break their neck? Like, no, they went to the bathroom and took a piss and they fell down and died. Unfortunately, I've known older people this has happened to,
And it's like their body can't take the fall. They have no muscle anymore. They have no strength. It doesn't protect any of their internal organs or anything like that. And the thing about stretching and yoga, guys, is mainly, and all these body weight exercises, it's like you can be in the gym and you can be, you know, I mean, you can't see it here, but he's jacking like 70, 80 pound dumbbells, all right? You can't, I mean, you can be strong in a certain area and be the strongest in that area, but if you can't support your own body weight, if you can't get out of bed, if you need your hands to get up every time you get up, you got problems, you know? And this is the thing. It's not about how big we are or what strength test we can win. It's about being strong enough to carry your own body weight. That's it. All you have to worry about is you. And you got to be able to be mobile and carry yourself around. So we'll just say, I know that because when he's talking about these yoga classes, I took him to these yoga classes years ago. Yeah. And so I remember, you know, how difficult it was. But so basically, you've never really been able to like sit cross-legged style, right? Or lotus position, as we call it in yoga, or the politically incorrect Indian style. But that's how people know that as. But just so you guys know what we're talking about. So you've never really been able to do that ever, right?
I could hardly even get up cross-legged at all. So
yeah, and how's it now?
Well, I still, you know, we've a lot more to go, but getting a lot better.
See, okay, so day by day, right?
Yeah.
Day by day, it's getting better, and starting at age 65. Starting at age 65. Right. So here's the thing. That's like the this classic thing. We could start at any age to get better. We're here. We're still living. It means we still have a chance. We're not living. We have no chance. We fall down and die. It's it. That's it. It's over. It's over. And, you know, not being able, you know, I touched on this a little bit last week, but not being able to move and not being mobile, I mean, there's no bigger pain than that. And you know, surgeries and stuff, you know, I know they alleviate a lot of things, but we need to be able to try ourselves, to rehab ourselves. You know, and yes, there may be a little bit of uncomfortableness and a little bit of pain getting there, but it's really not much in the grand scheme of things. Again, it far outweighs the pain of not being around or just being here and having to rely on other people to take care of you. So anyway, regarding the DDPY, I'm not going to get too much into it because DDP, you are not an affiliate yet of this show, but when you are, I will do that. But anyway, there's a basic set of moves that I do no matter what, even on days, you know, where I can get, again, we're not perfect, on days where the Iron 8 needs to be rushed and all this stuff. If I can't watch a video and I can't do an instructed guided video, or I don't have, 30 to 45 minutes or an hour to do it, I just bust the essential moves in 15 minutes, and we're going to demonstrate those for you right now.
All right, so here we go. This is my first time my dad's ever been on camera, probably. So, like, this is it. You're already a fitness TV star. So, anyway, these are the basic moves that we're going to steal from DDPY, from Diamond Dallas Page, the ex-pro wrestler. But these are great moves, and I'm sure he's not going to mind if we steal these. And if you love him, I'm sure you'll get his app and his program. Anyway, so these are the moves here. So, the touchdown move first. Go ahead, Dad. It's great. Just reach your hands in the air like that. Just stretch out, like reach as far as you can, right? Yeah, a little bit to the left and to the right sometimes. Pull that back. And then he goes down into a move called the diamond cutter, right? Oh,
we'll do that.
Yeah, he's going to left to right here. Which spread your arms out, you put your hands in there, and bend back like that. So that's the cool thing about yoga, that a lot of things don't happen in normal stretching. So for example, go ahead and do a bent-legged bar back, Dad. And put your hands on your knees and your back flat, and go ahead and push on your knees, but keep your back flat, and put those triceps back and tilt your head down. We want to keep that spine aligned. Down a little further, Dad. Tilt your head. No, keep your back straight, and then tilt your head. There we go. Cool. And then go ahead and fold forward, legs straight down there. It's already bending down like that. That flexibility is amazing at that age too. No offense, Dad. But go ahead and come back up. See, the cool thing about yoga too, that's different than normal stretching. You're doing the same thing. You're going forward and backwards, the same thing. So
most of these other stretching moves, you're just going forward the whole time. You have to go backwards. Everything has a balance, right? A yin and a yang to everything. So anyway, Dad, thanks for showing those moves. Real quick though, just down on the ground. I know you're wearing shoes, but just if you could cross your legs, at least just show. I want to see it because I,
Yeah. Okay.
because I haven't.
No, I couldn't even sit up.
Yeah, I know.
Now I can try here.
But even that is like amazing because you didn't even have that, right?
No, I couldn't.
All right. Thanks, Dad. We'll have you back on another episode soon. So say bye to everybody out there.
All right, bye everybody.
All right, guys, thanks again. Thanks so much for tuning in this week on this yoga and stretching episode. And for my guys out there, listen, I know yoga seems like a real feminine thing, but you're not gonna lose your masculinity by doing this. You're actually gonna save your life. It's gonna help you in so many fucking ways. And trust me, when you become a yoga master, females are not gonna be complaining about your newfound abilities and the things you're able to do. Just trust me on this one, okay? Oh, there's a cop. Shit, I think he's gonna get me. Anyway, guys, I gotta run. Again, if you want to donate to the show, I do accept donations at paypal.me/MetzHole Monday. We're here to change 1 million lives, and we can do it 1 week at a time. Thank you so much. Share this with somebody that you love. Leave something in the comments. We'll see you next week. Peace.